What up, boxing world? This your boy T-Dub, it's Blazing in Sports, giving you this lunchtime work, something you guys can chew on. However you digest it is up to you. Guys, listen, man, we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about the fight that happened this weekend. And listen, we have to talk about the fight that didn't happen. I can imagine people are going to be on different ends of this conversation, and that's okay. We are entitled to our opinion as long as we can be respectful and keep our hands to ourselves. Guys, yes, it's your boy T-Dub Blazing Sports. I am back at like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. Enjoy this lunchtime snack pack while it lasts. All right, first fight. Before I get to the first fight, guys, first of all, this is a damn beautiful day. This is a damn beautiful day in St. Louis. Hold up. Hold up. Going on. Yo, what's going on, Leo? What's cracking with you, homie? Bree Smith said, I think Triple G is done. Guys, listen, man, I try to restart this app. I have no idea what's going on with it, but listen, let's talk about it. All right, we're back at it. This may or may not have started a new stream, but it's okay. We got to get this work, man. Listen, the overall boxing talk, Triple G versus damn, I can't think of his name right now. Sergey Derevyanchenko, right? That's the one we can debate about. The one that we can't even talk about. The one that when people do talk about it, they're receiving death threats. This is crazy, guys. It's crazy how your opinion that had nothing to do with the matter, but your opinion on the matter would get you a death threat. That is crazy. But guys, let's talk about this boxing, right? I don't know what you guys want to talk about first. Do you want to listen? Do we want to just talk about the Claressa Shield events? Get that out the way, get the agreement and disagreement out the way. Because listen, I haven't talked about it, I haven't spoken on it, but it is boxing related news. So I'm going to touch on it, but I'm not going to go in depth because I was not there, okay? I was not there. American Path to Travel, what is going on, my friend? All right, so let's do it, man. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to touch on the Claressa Shields events, right? If you guys don't know, T-Dub was contemplating what live I was going to do. It ended up that I had some laptop issues and I couldn't do neither fight live from the beginning, right? I did the post-fight for Triple G versus Sergey Derevyanchenko, but I did not do the Claressa Shields at all, guys. The reason being because the Claressa Shield fight never happened. American Path to Travel said Claressa Shield situation is not good. All right, so let me give you my thoughts. Guys, listen, and we are all different people. You can agree with me, you can disagree with me, that's okay. You can even agree partial with me and partial you don't. That's all cool, guys. One of my friends at the boxing gym, he completely disagrees with me. Completely, right? We're not going to see eye to eye on it, but we didn't come to fisticuffs, we just see differently. Now let me give you my thoughts, right? My thoughts. First, I'm going to say this. I don't think Claressa Shields herself did anything, and I don't believe that she ordered anything. I think whatever happened from somebody who were observing the back and forth between Claressa's sister. And listen, I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm going to be honest. When I first saw that video, I have never saw Claressa's sister in my life. I promise you, I'm not being funny. When I first saw, her opponent's head trainer was arguing, I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm being honest. I thought it was a man at first. Only after me watching it on Fight Hype and reading somebody's comments saying that, oh, I thought that was a dude. I didn't know it was a woman. I'm like, holy shit, let me go back and watch this, right? So I went back and watched it, and I'm like, holy shit, that's not a man he's arguing with. That is a woman. See, I was wondering why the trainer was talking about stay in your place, woman. I thought he was just honestly being disrespectful to a man. I don't know. But let me give you my thoughts, guys. All right, so this is what I remember. It doesn't mean that it happened. This is what I observed from watching the tape. Claressa Shield was getting ready to weigh in or just weighed in, something like that. And the trainer was trying to see what the scale said. It appeared that her sister said something to the trainer. The trainer retaliated by saying, get back, putting his hands in her face, get back, get back, get back. And then from that point, it appeared that both of these two, the sister and the head trainer, were exchanging violent words towards each other. Words like, I'll kick your ass, words like, I'll slap you, words like, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about. And then the very next scene, we see the trainer laid out, bleeding, blood everywhere, teeth messed up, jaw messed up, and he's knocked out, right? We don't know who did it. Again, I don't think Claressa did it. I don't think she ordered whatever happened, right? But I think we have to agree that whoever did it was dead wrong. Whoever did it did a cowardly act. This is why I called it cowardly. You didn't, even though the trainer is an old man, you did not approach this old man face to face. You did not, let him know you had animosity, that you wanted to settle it right there and prepare for combat. You didn't do that. What you did remind me of what a lot of young kids do to older men now. It's called a knockout game. They go, they hit somebody that's not looking and try to knock them out. And it appears that whoever did this was trying to catch an old man not looking with the hardest shot that they can throw. I think it's wrong. I think that person that did that act should be prosecuted. I also believe that this incident that happened, I believe they are going to change. They're going to change how weigh-ins are done in the future. What I mean is, they are going to have whoever needs to be there can be there. Whoever is not actually do not need to be there will probably be restricted from even coming to the stage or approaching the scale, right? So who needs to be there? Whoever needs to weigh in needs to be at the scale. Remember, the whole argument started at the scale. So whoever needs to be at the scale, let's say the fighters, and let's say the trainers, right? If you're the fighter or the head trainer, or somebody who's going to be maybe a hand, if you don't know what a hand is, well, you know what a hand is. For the fight, if you're not one of those people, you do not need to be at the scale. The only people that can even argue back and forth are the fighters. That's the only people I want to see, right? Think about this. If the fighters are going back and forth arguing, all right, at least we know, it hypes up for the fight that's going to happen. When you get things like what happened with the trainer and somebody sucker punching an old man, and since they did not have him right away, which means in my eyes, it was probably a male, hit him and ran. To me, that's what it is. You hit him and you ran so nobody would catch you. And right now, they don't really have, an idea exactly who did it. At least we don't know. But I'm telling you right now, even though nothing has come out, I'm just saying this. Even though nothing has come out, and the talks on YouTube is going to slowly quiet down, I am betting you any kind of money. The police are trying to investigate. They're trying to get any kind of cameras that may have been in that building or been in that location. They are trying to find anyone they can get a cell phone footage. They are trying. Now, if they don't ever find nobody, then it can fall wayside. But I can bet you right now, they are looking for whoever did it. Now, some people say what should and should not happen to Claressa Shields. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think she had nothing to do with it. I'm being honest. I don't think she had nothing to do with it. I think on the Claressa Shield part, I think she really needs to talk to her sister and anybody else that rides with her. Then she needs to let them know, like, listen, you just cost me some money. You cost me money. You know, the people who I pay for the tickets to come here, who I give authorization, when I mean who I'm talking to is her sister. Because honestly, I don't believe her sister shouldn't even been there, and her sister should not be popping mouths off at the other trainer. You know, I just don't think that was good. You know, Claressa, even though, you know, she's a pro, she's unified champion, she's young, she's still new to being a pro. Everything is coming fast. Money is coming very fast. You know, almost like the money, matter of fact, the money is probably coming faster to her than it did Adrian Broner. And she probably has not learned how to, you know, how to say it, you know, I guess control how people act in her team in a professional setting. I just don't think it's right. Let me see. All right, Leo says, Triple G stream gives me a headache. Claressa Shields know who did it, and whoever that person is cost Claressa her first $1 million paycheck. Tina Lynch, Wyatt Smith. Okay. So let me talk about it. Let me keep going. I think Claressa is young, you know. Young, very, very, very talented. A heart of a lion that can lead to pride. But when you rise to fame so fast, right? You go to the Olympics, you dominate, you go pro, fights, and people are looking at you as being, at least some people calling her the GOAT, right? And, you know, I think as time goes, she's going to learn how to eliminate situations like that from happening. I'm not talking about the guy getting hit. I'm just talking about her sister speaking when it's not her event. Listen, Claressa Shields may never talk to me in a day of her life. She may hate me just for even speaking on it. I can't help that. But the fact is, what happened has happened, and it affected boxing. We did not get the match. We did not see the match. We can't even report on the match. Because of what happened, there's more videos talking about this and how wrong it was than about her, you know, fighting and winning or losing, right? I'm just saying. But I know we love our family, guys. Listen, I know we love our family. I knew. Like, I got a homeboy that's at the gym. He's cool with me, right? He's cool. But I'm being honest. He was cool with what happened. He said the guy got what he deserves. You know, we need stuff like that. I'm just being honest. That lets me know that I don't know, man. I don't know if I can have you, if I make it to that point and you think that's cool, maybe you be the one that pop off like that and cost me money. You know, like, I think when you get in a professional setting, even though boxing is a physical sport and it is settled with the hands, right? I think we gotta learn to act professional. And even if somebody says something we don't like, I don't think it is cause for a sucker punch, right? Listen, unless the guy, matter of fact, I'm just being honest, sucker punching anybody is just not cool, right? If you really want to fight somebody, fight them, right? If you want to fight them, fight them. But if you sucker punch somebody and they're not looking, If you sucker punch somebody that's not looking, it doesn't matter if you knocked the man out. You did the cowardly act. You was afraid to facing that man head on because maybe, even though he's an old man, maybe you figured that he can maybe weave your shot and you get embarrassed. But sucker punching anybody is a cowardly act. You know? But let me touch a little bit on Triple G, and we'll go back, whatever. Touch a little bit on Triple G and Sergey Derevyanchenko, right? I tell you right now, in my opinion, it pays to have stock in a company on a platform that you're fighting on. It pays. Even when you have not done the things to get it, it pays to have people to have your back. Listen, man, if you watch that fight, the scorecards was BS. Even Gennady Golovkin, trainer, said the scorecards were BS. The punch stats was BS. If you watch that fight, I don't care if you're there with a clicker or not, you know goddamn well that Sergey Derevyanchenko outworked Triple G. You know it. Now, I'm not trying to say Triple G didn't have any kind of moments. He did. It was a big drama show, and a majority of that fight, the big drama came from Triple G getting his ass whooped. Triple G hurt. Triple G backing up. Triple G, the Terminator, the come forward machine, was in reverse. Maybe I'm wrong. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. I saw Triple G wasn't able to use his jab like he wanted to because he was getting his ass countered. I saw when Triple G had some successful moments against Sergey Derevyanchenko, Derevyanchenko would counter back. Whenever Triple G would throw 2 or 3 good shots, Sergey Derevyanchenko would come back with 4 or 5 of those things. If Triple G lands a good jab, a good right hand, Derevyanchenko will go to the body about 4 good shots. And then, like, I'm starting to hear people make excuses that, oh, the judges can't see the body shots that well. Then you know what? If that's a problem, fix it. If they can't see it, put them in a different spot. If they can't see it, get them a TV, because we can see it. If we can see it, then they don't need to watch the fight live no more. They need to have a TV right in front of them and don't look up and just look at the monitor. If we can see the body shots, Houston, we have a problem here. Now, and see, and here's the thing, right? Even though Triple G won the fight, that did not add any hype to see the third fight with Canelo. It didn't. It is not going to make it sell more. Now, if Triple G would have won that fight in good fashion, like actually beat Derevyanchenko, beat him convincingly, then it adds to the third fight. Can Triple G beat him? He was arguably robbed twice, right? We could talk about that. But when you arguably got your ass whooped, when people start making excuses, oh, he was sick. Oh, he had trouble making weight. Oh, his hand was hurt. Guys, I'm telling you, they had every excuse in the book. Oh, his trunks was supposed to be a medium, but they was a medium. He was supposed to have ankle socks, but somebody ordered him knee highs. Let me see, why did GGG not use his jab? I think part of it was that Sergey Derevyanchenko was quicker, and I think he got caught with some counter shots. I think part of him not using his jab was he just didn't know how to deal with Sergey Derevyanchenko. Guys, looking, Derevyanchenko probably fought the best I ever seen him fight. Derevyanchenko trained like Sean Porter did for Errol Spence Jr. But the difference is, most people would say Derevyanchenko should have got that win. Triple G got a gift. It's not Christmas time. Damn sure ain't stuffing no turkeys for Thanksgiving. Unless this ain't trick or treat, because it's real. It ain't a trick, it is real. Unless the whole trick is Trick y'all. You thought it was gonna be fair decisions, but it's not. Ha, gotcha. Those was jokes. We already knew if it go to distance. Oh, think about this, guys. Think about this. What about when Sergey Derevyanchenko, right, hit him with that left hook to the liver? Triple G was like, oh, right. He kind of went down and covered up, head went up a little bit, started backpedaling. Sergey Derevyanchenko was going for the kill. He smelled blood. He must have been a vampire. And then the referee comes in there and just says, stop, right? The referee like, stop, just stop, stop. They paid me to say you can't win. I got to do something. So why did you break it up for? What was the whole cause? Think about it. This man is actively about to put the brakes on Triple G. We have a chance of actually seeing Triple G get knocked down, a legit knockdown. And the ref comes in like Captain Saber G and put a halt to the action while the round clock is still counting down the end of the round, while Triple G is having time to heal and to get over the shot. And when the referee steps in, it automatically creates a minimum of arm distance, both arm distance between the fighters. Listen, the fix is in. I'm gonna be honest, man. If I'm a PBC fighter, it'll make me not want to fight on the zone. I'm just saying. Think about it. I mean, if you don't knock out, even if you are Jamal Charlo, yes, Jamal Charlo has a lot of power, but if you go over there to the zone to try to fight Triple G to unify, if you do not stop Triple G, you will fucking lose your title. And then they will do the third fight with Canelo for the WBC that belt that you had, that Canelo pretty much, refused to fight for, so they gave it to you. And then it'd be for the IBF, the WBA, and what else? The WBC, right? Because I think Demetrius Andres had the WBO. Yo, hi, Nathan, what's blazing? Homie, what's cracking with it? Bobby in the building, what it does, the one, the only, guys, to give you the nature view in the morning, in the evening, right before the alligators eat. That is Bobby in the building. What it does. Let me see. Triple G lost flat out. Yeah, he lost, man. I thought he lost. Yep, the referee was way too involved. He good ref though. Well, yeah, he good ref to get involved in that situation. That was very bad, guys. If you just joining in, I touched a little bit on the Claressa Shield incident. If you don't know, guys, Claressa Shield is a female professional boxer. She is an amazing fighter. I mean, she's ferocious. She can fight. She can flat out fight. And she's undefeated. She was supposed to fight this past weekend. The other opponent, his trainer, somebody sucker punched him. He had to go to the hospital. He had to have a surgery to get his teeth fixed, and he had to have another surgery to get his jaw fixed. So her fight was canceled. Whoever was sucker punch anybody. Listen, guys. I hate somebody that sucker punch anybody. No matter what phase of my life, I never wanted to sucker punch somebody not looking. That's just stupid. So that fight did not happen. And now we got Triple G. This is the fight that happened, right? This is the fight that happened. This is the fight. Triple G was in there getting his ass worked. Listen, he was getting beat up. I'm not lying to you. Triple G was in there. Triple G was the guy that said, big drama show, right? Years ago, before he started his public, avoiding certain fighters to fight other fighters, I was like, man, Triple G like the Terminator, right? I'm like, listen, Terminator's out there. He's not to be bargained with. He's not to be reasoned with. Shield trainer punched someone? No, not Shield's trainer. Her opponent, head trainer, got punched. He got punched. Here, I'm going to review it just a little bit with you guys. So this is what I've seen, right? It's what I've seen. Claressa Shield was at the scales, right? She was in her undies. Looks like she was getting ready to weigh in, or possibly maybe she just stepped off the scales. The other trainer, the opponent's trainer, was trying to look at the scales to verify her weight to make sure she's not over. While the trainer was over there trying to look at the scale, Claressa Shields' sister, I think she considered herself a stud, she started saying something to the trainer from what I've seen, right? The trainer reacted very expressive, using his hands, putting in her face, telling her to get back, get back, get back, get back. And then they exchanged words. The sister talked about how she would whip his ass. He talked about how he would slap her, so on and so on. On both sides, it should have never went that route. And both sides, the sister, unless the sister is a head trainer, I'm talking about Claressa Shields' sister, unless she is a head trainer, she shouldn't even be by the scale. And you should never pick a fight with the other side, you know, or pick an argument. Now, I'm not going to say a fight. Pick an argument or exchange words that can lead to an argument. And then on the trainer's side, he shouldn't have responded with, "I'll whoop that bitch, I'll slap this." Listen, all around, gotta listen, all around, it was messed up, right? When I saw this, you know, me being a black man, I'm thinking, man, this made black people look bad. This is a professional setting. This is going to be on Showtime. This fight is not being taking place in Rookies or Hot Shots on some underground, you know, fight club type of stuff. This is a Showtime event. This is not like just somebody who's going to be on the undercard who would never make the Showtime. This is the headliner, right? This is the headliner. And you got Claressa Shields' sister. Now, Claressa Shields didn't say nothing. Claressa Shields was looking like she didn't know what the hell was going on. She looking like, what's going on, right? The head trainer was not talking to her, and he was talking to her sister, and her sister was talking to the head trainer from what I can see, right? They exchanged a lot of violent words about what they would do and kick ass, right? The sister went off somewhere, they pushed her away. The trainer sat down on a chair, right? And then the very next scene they show was that somebody had sucker punched him, broke his jaw from what I heard, knocked teeth out his mouth from what I heard, and you know, her head trainer was knocked unconscious. He was knocked unconscious. I heard it was either concrete or marble floor. So he got punched when he didn't even see the punch coming. He's a trainer, but he's an older man. He got punched. The person who ever punched him didn't stick around. To me, it reminds me of the knockout game. Somebody try to catch you when you're not looking, and they punch you. And by his jaw, to me, by his jaw being broke, which means it lets me know the shot had to come from the side. Because it's very hard to break somebody's jaw when you punch it straight down the middle, right? Typically, you got to catch it with a hook or something on the side. And she's there, her opponent, holding her unconscious trainer, or gotta be in his 50s, maybe 60s, I don't know, trainer, trying to hold him up, yelling for help. They go to the hospital and she's there with him all night. Remember, the fight's supposed to be the next day, right? They weigh in on Friday. They fight Saturday. He got knocked out Friday at the not the press conference, but the weigh-in. She stayed with her head trainer. Now, some people said, well, she don't need him. She go fight anyway. Listen, that's her head trainer. That's the person she rely on to give her advice when she's getting her A whooped or on how to finish a fight. That's honestly, that's her. That's like a father, you know. That's like when I train these guys, because I train too, right? When I train these guys, they rely on me, right? Like when I go to the gym, whenever they spar, they all come up to me and like, hey, what can I do? What can I do, right? There's 2 to 3 or sometimes 4 other trainers there. They all come to me, right? So I understand her not wanting to fight with that being on her mind without her her chief support system there. So I get it, right? Tina says, man, I saw GGG getting work, taking shots to the body, crazy. Oh, wow, totally agree. Professionalism is a key. Yeah. Listen, and like I said this, man, I think that sometimes fame can come faster than you can make the necessary changes, right? Because now remember, they don't know who did it. I don't believe Claressa did it. I don't believe her sister did it. And I obviously do not believe anybody on the other team would attack somebody from their team. The fight was going to take place in Claressa's Shield City. She was getting a hometown fight, right? So we don't know if it was somebody from a team. We don't know if it was just a radical fan. You know, obviously it was somebody there. As a matter of fact, it couldn't even be nobody there for a Claressa fan. Maybe it could have been somebody that's her sister friend. We don't know. But all we know is, from the most part, that they suspect it is a man, and it's a retaliation of a sucker punch for what he's seen when they argue by the scale. It was not called for. It should not have happened. And I believe they're going to make some changes. They're going to make some changes. They're going to change who can actually be on stage. They're going to make some changes on who can actually be by the scale. They're going to make changes. And guys, listen, I agree. They should make changes. They should. When they're doing a weigh-in, if you're not, you know, the trainer or the person that's actually going to fight, you shouldn't be there. You should be on the very end of whatever stage or out there in the audience looking up. You should not be where you can get in the face and say anything to somebody who's actually part of the fight. If you're just an entourage, or maybe you're just somebody coming to weigh in, you know, but that's the Claressa Shields. Whoever did it was a coward. No matter how you look at it, no matter how you slice it, that's a cowardly move. Cowardly move, you know. But let me get back to the Triple G, right? Like I said, some of you guys are going to agree with me. Some of you guys are going to disagree with me. That's cool. Just giving you my opinion on what I saw, right? And I only really know the only person that was really involved is the guy that did it, and I don't know who he is. Like I said, he could be just one of them radical ass dudes, you know, that's out there like, wait a minute, you don't argue with no female, and then he could have wait till the senior citizen wasn't looking, and then try to knock him out and then run. I mean, whenever you knock somebody out and run, so you don't get caught, which means you know you didn't do it justified. You knew you was being dirty. You knew it. And now you're somewhere bragging. Think about it. To me, that's the worst kind. Because even though the man was older, it can happen to anybody. It can fucking happen to me, right? I can just be walking at a carnival or something, and somebody like, oh man, I bet you won't go knock him out, you know, from the side, you know. So I don't wish that on anyone. I think whoever done that person should have to face up to the consequences of his, I say his or her because I don't know what it is, his or her actions. They should face up to it. Claressa Shields, they probably have to reschedule a date to get the fight back on. They both lost at least an opportunity now. And guys, here, while I'm talking about it, think about this, right? Think about this. Because of what happened, what if networks get involved and say, I don't want to be involved no more? What if Showtime said, listen, I understand that you didn't have anything to do with this. I get that. But unfortunately, it was an event for your fight. And it happened to the other person, you know, trainers. It happened to her trainer. You know, I get it. You didn't have nothing to do with it. I understand that. And we believe you. But the fact is, it was your event and it happened. So as a result, right now, we are going to back away until further notice of putting your fights on our platform, right? So, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen. Obviously, I don't want it to, you know. People fuck up. In this case, Claressa Shields she didn't even mess up. She didn't. But because of, you know, it originated with her sister, the way, this is how they paint the picture from the video. It originated with her sister arguing with the trainer, and next thing you know, the guy is knocked out on a concrete cold, has to have 2 surgeries. But that's that. Now, let me talk about a little bit more on this Triple G, right? I think I explained that enough. Let's talk about Triple G. As I make my way to my car, well, matter of fact, I left my keys. I can't even charge my phone. See, I like my other car because when my car was on or off, the charger would work. And not this car. And not this car. But it's cool. All right, let's keep going. Let me see. Tina Lynn says Showtime didn't even want to show her press conference. Tina, like I said, Tina is bad business. You know, it's bad. You know, I'm just saying. I don't know what's going to happen, but right now, you know, Claressa needs to make some serious changes. She needs to say, listen, you know, now I'm just going to assume right now, right? I'm just going to assume. I know none of us had anything to do with this, right? But sis, you shouldn't have been there. You shouldn't have been talking to this man. You know, like, listen, I would love to have you there, right? We grew up together, but listen, you just cost me the biggest payday of my career. But sis, no, listen, no. I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna do no buts. If we cannot agree on this, you're not coming. If we cannot agree on this, you have to sit out in the audience and find your own way there. You're not gonna be walking with me to have my opportunity to have my career cut. Think about this, an act like this an act that Claressa did not even authorize, didn't even know it was even going on, right? She may or not know who did it. I don't know. But the fact is, people are going to look at her. Strapbook Box in the building. What's blazing, homie? Right now, Strapbook, man, we're touching on the Claressa Shields events, right? The point I'm at right now is that what happened has happened. I don't believe Claressa knew anything about it when it was happening. I don't think she authorized it. I don't think she knew when it was happening. Now, do she know who done it? I don't know. She could know exactly who done it, and she could not. I don't know. It seemed like things happened very fast, but the fact is, she could be the one get punished. Networks could not want to show her fight. Networks could, come on, phone. Hold on, guys. All right. It means my percentage is getting a little low. I got to keep an eye on it. It's not professional. If the fighters are talking trash, that's good. But when you have an all-out brawl and people getting knocked unconscious, police got to come there, it doesn't look good. Companies don't want to tie themselves to that. That single event could, not saying it will, but it could potentially affect sponsors. It could affect networks, and she don't need this. And what she needs to do, in my opinion, listen, I'm just saying in my opinion, she got more money than I have, probably more than I'll ever make. You know, she does something that they got her there. But I know she's there now, but there could be things around her that can tear her down without her influence. And I think that she needs to make some immediate changes in how she controls her team and run her team, so they don't incite others to do stupid things. But like I said, I wish the best for Claressa. She worked at it, worked hard at it, hours, months and days in the gym to get to where she is now. So I definitely hope that it's something she can get past, and that she is not affected by this. I hope that her and her opponent come together. I hope they can make this fight happen. I hope it's peaceful, and then it's something that can slowly fade away and don't become a part of, her brand or risk factor. But guys, all right, I got 4%. So I'm gonna, let me see. She was supposedly taking a piss for weight loss while that beat down jumped off. Right. I don't think she had nothing to do with it. I don't think she knew about it. I don't think she orchestrated it. I don't think she had any. I think when she found out about it, she was told about it. But because of, the argument with her sister and the trainer, and then the next thing you know, the trainer is knocked out, and whoever knocked the trainer out, it wasn't part of the trainer's team. It had to been somebody who either witnessed the event and most likely supported either Claressa's sister or Claressa herself, and could not have been a part of the team at all. But the actions that person did is going to reflect on Claressa. It is. And I'm hoping that it's not something that's going to, hinder her in her success. We don't have a lot of people, in my opinion, of color in positions like that. And by her being a woman and she's doing it in a role model to other women, I think we kind of need her to do good. But we'll see what happens. It's your boy T. Whatsblazing in sports. I will keep talking longer, but I didn't leave my charger. I left my keys at my desk, and I cannot charge my phone. But guys, thank you very much. Until the next time, it's your boy T. Dub. And always, here is What's Blazing in Sports.